Why would Adani spend rupees 14,535 crore on a company in insolvency? Was Adani buying a struggling company, or was it buying a valuable asset? The answer is more interesting than you might think. In this video, let's understand the complete story. Why did Adani acquire Jayprakash Associates? What assets did it get? How did the IBC process work? And why is this deal important? Let's find out. Adani Enterprises has acquired Jaiprakash Associates Limited, also called Jaypee. The acquisition happened through India's Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, or IBC. The approved resolution plan is worth about rupees 14,535 crores. This is one of India's biggest infrastructure insolvency resolutions. But why was Adani interested? To answer that, we first need to understand Jaypee. Was Jaypee only a debt-ridden company? Not really. Many people remember Jaypee only for its financial troubles, but that is only a part of the story. Jaypee was once one of the India's largest infrastructure groups. Over many years, it built business across different sectors. These included cement manufacturing, real estate, engineering and construction, hotels, power projects, industrial land, and other infrastructure related assets. The company later faced financial stress. It entered the IBC process, but many of its assets still remained valuable. That is exactly what attracted the buyers. Now, what is IBC? IBC stands for Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. It helps resolve financially stressed companies. Instead of remaining stuck in debt for years, company can find new owners. Interested companies can submit resolution plan. The Committee of Creditors study those plans. The selected plan then goes to the National Company Law Tribunal, or NCLT. In Jaypee's case, Adani Enterprises submitted the winning plan. After the required legal approvals, the acquisition moved forward. So, why did Adani acquire Jaypee? Large business groups do not buy companies without a reason. They look for assets that match their long-term plans. Jaypee owns several infrastructure-related assets. These include land, construction capabilities, and business linked to sectors where Adani already operates. Buying existing assets can sometimes save years of development. It may also reduce the time needed for expansion. That is why strategic acquisitions are common worldwide. Why is infrastructure important? Infrastructure is a long-term business. India continues to invest in roads, airports, ports, power, industrial parks, urban development, and logistics. Companies with strong infrastructure assets can play an important role. The acquisition expands Adani's portfolio across several infrastructure-related sectors, but every acquisition also has challenges. Success depends on execution, integration, market conditions, and future business performance. Why is everyone talking about this deal? There are several reasons. First, the deal size. Rupees 14,535 crore is a very large transaction. Second, Adani is one of the India's biggest infrastructure groups. Third, Jaypee has been well-known name for decades. When two major business groups become part of one deal, people naturally pay attention. That is why this acquisition has attracted so much interest. Does this deal guarantee success? No. Not every acquisition becomes successful. The new owner must integrate the assets well. Some projects may need more investment. Business conditions can also change. The long term outcome depends on execution. That is true for almost every large acquisition. So, what we can learn from this deal? There is one important lesson here. Do not look only at the headline. Ask a few simple questions. What assets were acquired? Why were those assets acquired? How do they fit into the company's long-term strategy? These questions often give better answers than the headline alone. Let's quickly recap. Adani Enterprises acquired Jayprakash Associates through the IBC process. The approved resolution plan is worth about 14,535 crore. One key objective of the acquisition appears to be gaining strategically important infrastructure related assets. It is not simply buying a financially stressed company. The long term outcome will depend on execution, integration, and future business performance. This deal also shows how India's IBC framework helps resolve stressed companies through new ownership. If you find this explanation useful, please like this video. Subscribe for more simple explanations on Indian business, finance, and stock markets. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.